Hello and welcome to the Be Encouraged, Be Inspired podcast with me, Kumbi Ayo Okonawon. My mission is to encourage and inspire you, and I'll be doing this through the Word of God from the Christian Bible and through life experiences to cheer you on, motivate you, and support you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Be Encouraged, Be Inspired podcast. My name is Kumbi, and this week I would like to talk to you about, or should I say, give you 10 word affirmations that I believe you should have in your arsenal to help build your confidence from day to day and to remind you of how amazing you are. It's quite crazy how we have these certain labels about ourselves that we haven't given ourselves. It could be things that someone has called us when we were little and they've just become so ingrained in our psyche. And sometimes life takes us in a certain direction that we go through so much and we begin to believe certain things about ourselves that are not right. So you hear things like, people thinking or saying that they are worthless, that they are a burden, that they're not loved, that they're a waste of space. And all these things are not true. So I've got 10 words of affirmations that I'm going to give to you. I would call them out one by one, and you can write these things down in a book, on a sheet of paper that you can put somewhere that you can see all the time. It could be that you might put it near a mirror, and you can say these things out loud to yourself in the mirror. You can do it in the morning before you need to begin your day. You can do it at night. Before you go to bed. You can decide to do morning and night. You could do either or. Whichever way works for you, go for it. But just make sure that you have this in your arsenal. Sometimes you don't need to recite all 10 to yourself or say to yourself. You can pick 2 for the day. You can pick 3. You can pick 1 that you can constantly say to yourself as the day progresses. So yeah. Let's do it. Number 1, I am confident in myself and my abilities. Number 2, I matter and I am valued. 3, I am awesome and I am loved. 4, I am enough. 5, I am a purposefully created human being and I'm on this earth for a reason. Number 6, I am fearfully and wonderfully made by God. In Psalm 139 verse 14, it says, I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. I've just read the NASB version of the Bible. Number 7, I am growing, evolving, learning, and an amazing work in progress. Number 8, I am strong and courageous. Number 9, I have a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope. That's, again, the NASB version of the Bible. And number 10, I am more than a conqueror. Romans chapter 8 from verse 35 says, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? Verse 37 says, no, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loves us. You don't have to wait until 2021 to start speaking these things, speaking these truths into your life. Start now and be intentional about it, because our words have power. I started doing this thing with my first daughter when she was about nearly 4, between 3 and 4, when she was tall enough to stand on something in the bathroom so that she could see herself in the mirror. And I wrote these words of affirmations for her that I would repeat to her to say about herself. So if you have kids, this is something that you can do with them as well. You can just write something down that you would want them to affirm about themselves, and that's something great that you can do as well. Let me know how you get on. It would be great to hear from you, to see how you get on with these words of affirmations. There will be more. There's so many of them that we can have in our arsenal to use. I use these words of affirmation regularly. I'm not going to say there will not be days where you would think some weird things about yourself, but the good thing is when you have these in your arsenal, you can pick them up and say them continuously to remind yourself how amazing you are and to help build your confidence day to day. So that's it. That's all I have for you this week. Next week, I will be talking about how each of us will not be everyone's cup of tea, and that is perfectly okay. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click that bell notification button so you can be notified when a new podcast is posted. All right, take care. Bye.